Okay, so this is a new target. We are going to use long division to convert fractions to decimal form. So this is, on this first page, we have a chart. So we're going to turn these word form numbers into decimals or fractions. So 7 written as a decimal would be 7.0. You could just put 7 point. Well, let's put 7.0. So that's 7. That's the whole number 7. As a fraction, the way I write 7 is 7 over 1. So the next one is 4/10. So 4/10. So let's look at our little placeholder chart here. We got the tenths right here. So that means 0.4. That shows 4/10. It's just to the right of the decimal is the tenth spot. So that's how we write that as a decimal. And it's easy to write 4/10 as a fraction because you say it how it looks. So 4/10 is 4 over 10. 4 over 10. And if you simplify that, no, we won't go there. We're not going to go there. Never mind. The decimal 2 thousandths. 2 thousandths. So let's do the same thing we just did. Here are our thousandths. So that means I have to go 0.00. Oops. Let's do it up here. 0.002. So that's 2 thousandths. 0.002. The way we write that as a fraction is 2 over 1,000. Next, we have 6/100ths. So I'll erase this. Here are hundredths right here. So that means I go 0, 0, hundredths. We put a 6 in the hundredth spot. So 0.06 and then 6 over 100. And the next one, we have 1 and 12/100ths. So it's going to be 1. Oops. What just happened? Why is this happening? Hold please for technical difficulties. All right, so 1 and 12/100ths, so it's going to be 1 dot something, dot decimal something, and then 1 and something. So 12/100ths, we want to put that in the hundredths. So if it's a multi-digit number, you're going to put it like this. So 1 and 12/100ths. Is that right? So actually what you do, I'm doing it wrong. Haha. So if it's 12, if it's a double digit number, like 12, you have the 1 and the 2. You want the 1, so you're going to put a 0 in the 10th spot, and 12/100ths you would write like this. So the 2 would be in the thousandths place, and the 1 is in the hundredths. So it would be 1.0112. And then the way you write it as a fraction is 1, and then it's a mixed number, 12/100ths. All right, so that's a little decimal practice. Now we're going to look at our vocab here. So we're going to be doing long division. All 3 of these show the different spots that our vocab is going to be in. So if you see it in the form 32 divided by 8 equals 4, just written out horizontally, the dividend is first, the divisor second, and the quotient is third. If you look at it where we have our little division bar here, What's inside the house is the dividend. What's outside the house is the divisor. And then the quotient is up top. And then last but not least, fraction form, the dividend is the numerator. So if you don't remember what numerator is, so numerator, let me change this. Numerator. And the bottom number is the divisor and the denominator. The numerator shows the part, and the denominator shows the whole. Okay, and then whatever the answer is, that's your quotient. All right, so the rest of our vocab here is terminating. So a terminating decimal has a finite number of digits. So finite means it's not going to go on forever. So it could be a long decimal, but eventually it's going to end. Okay, so if you see a decimal that's like 0.125487, that's a terminating decimal because it stopped. Okay, there's no more digits after the 7. A non-terminating decimal is a decimal that continues on infinitely. So we know what infinitely means. It goes on forever. And it goes on forever. So here you go. If you see a number that's like 12587, 0.125874213, and then it gives you a dot dot dot. The dot dot dot, those are ellipses, and that means it's gonna go on forever. It's just gonna keep on going. Okay. So to practice that, I want you to classify the decimals, these 4 decimals, as terminating or non-terminating. So 0.625, is that a terminating decimal or a non-terminating decimal? 0.45454545, is that terminating or non-terminating? 0.77 dot dot dot, is that terminating or non-terminating? And then 3. And then once you're done with that, you are going to move on to the move on to the quizzes, and you're going to take it until you get 100%. It's all over the vocab on these 2 pages. All right, good luck.